Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? Alright, cool. Enough about you. Let's talk about me. I can't tell. Just woke up about 15 minutes ago. When I realized that today might be the last chance I have to record a video before I go home for the next week or so. So I thought, okay, well, let's just knock one out today, because I do have stuff to show, so it's not like this is gonna be just me blabbering the whole time. And if we've got time, I'll do a tag. I've got one. I have to go into work in about an hour, so it's either now or I don't have a chance to do it. All right, let's go. Hey. If you can't tell, I got shit packed over there. Last week and a half's been kind of stressful. Been kind of stressing out a little bit. Yeah, moving's a pain in my ass. It was nice not having to do it for 2 years. But such is life, and we move on. Hallelujah. Okay. So first off, got a shout out. But first, before I do that, there's some big news in the Flosstube community. Chelsea from the Real Housewives of Cross Stitching just had her baby a couple of days ago, so congratulations, Chelsea. And then, Diane, Lucky Gardenia, gave me a shout out in her recent video. Said some very sweet things. Sweet baby angel you are. I've seen you comment on my first couple of videos, and you've been on my radar to watch. I just haven't gotten to them yet because life has been stressful. But you've been on my radar. You gave me a shout out. Somebody commented on my last video that you shouted me out, so I had to go watch your video. Thank you for all the kind words. Now, I don't know if you didn't say my actual name, like, intentionally or not. I notice that people sometimes don't say my name because they don't know how to pronounce my last name. If you watch my third Flosstube video, I pronounce my last name for you. If that's not the case and you just want to say Stitch It and Sound, that's fine. But I do have a video up of how to pronounce my last name. So, alright, cool. Okay, what have I been listening to? See, now we're trying to get into a sort of a theme here with my videos. Lately, I have been listening to, if these won't fall down, Sonic Youth. This is their probably most famous album, Daydream Nation. This music definitely isn't for everyone. And this is not my favorite album of theirs, but it's a very good album. Yeah, I would say if any of you want to test the waters of their music, Kool Thing, spelled with a K, that's probably their most famous song, most commercial song, I would say. That might be stretching it a bit. And then their song Teenage Riot from this album, incredible song. They're a very interesting band. They're definitely, like I said, not for everyone. Very art rock, very noise rock, very different. I mean, there are not many, if any, bands that sound like them, so if you want to try them out, Kool Thing, Teenage Riot, Incinerate might be the one that most people would like. I mean, but you know what? Here I am giving suggestions, so why not try something of them out, you know? They're rather ripped album is probably the most listener accessible, just because they do more, I don't want to say commercial sounding music, but it's not as, shall I say, noisy as their other stuff. But I love Sonic Youth. I listen to everything of them, and they've got a lot of music to choose from. So, but I'm just giving the warning now, they're not for everyone. So, listener discretion advised. So, okay, what else do we got here? Let's see. All right, let's go into whips. I only have one. I mean, one that I've been working on anyway. So this is my Rose of Sharon. I've finally gotten some progress done here on the arch. I was hoping to be a little bit further than this, but as I've said multiple times in my videos, I'm getting ready to move. Life has been stressful, and so I haven't been working on it as much as I want, and when I do have time to work, I just feel exhausted and just want to sit and do nothing, because life is a royal pain in my ass. So I am taking this home with me when I go home at the end of the week. Hopefully to get some progress done. I almost want to move the Q snap to the other side, because the arch on this side and then up does not have a whole lot to it. It's fairly bare, whereas over here and then up is just filled with foliage and shrubbery. But yeah, I hope to finish at the end of the month, because I want to go on to something new, and I want to actually do something a little bit radical and have a rotation with the stuff I want to do. I've never had a rotation. It was always, yeah, I'll work on that today. That was my rotation. And working on stuff would go from a few days to a few months, you know. So we'll see. If anybody has any tips on a good way to set up a rotation, that'd be great. I'm sorry, I keep looking at myself and I just look gross. It's because I just woke up. But you guys know that. Okay, some haul. I've got some exciting haul for today. I picked up 4 more patterns, and they are Mirabilia patterns. So, let me get the stuff situated here. I've become very obsessed with Mirabilia even before I got these, and I don't know why. So, first one. Butterfly Fairy. Fairy Moon. Queen Mermaid. And finally, Seaside Kingdom. Now, if you're keeping track here, these 4, along with this one, I have completed the set of the Mirabilia Rereleases. Not intentional at all. I only wanted this one. But me being who I am and can't staff eBay and other places, I got the other 4. Because, you know what, why not? Found all of them at retail price of their re-release. So, like, when I saw this, it came with the embellishment pack, and I thought they were charging a little bit more than you would find in the store. No, I visited a needle shop website, and they were selling it for the same price, so I got all these for what they were asking for when they were re-released. I don't know how long it's going to be until I actually stitch any of these. Like I said, I want to do a rotation. I'm most inclined, besides Lady of the Flag out of the 5, I want to start Fairy Moon. I do not want to use that fabric. I don't, what is it, a toasted almond linen? I don't know. I've been looking for, this one's very difficult to find a fabric for. And so is my Athena pattern. I don't know what I want to use, but I don't want to use fucking natural linen or whatever that one calls for. But I want like a bluish for this one. I know she's got some light blues and stuff, but like a deep blue maybe. I don't know. Anybody has suggestions, let me know. I posted a picture on Stitch Maynia a couple of days ago when 3 came in. The re-releases, and I said, "Oh, do you ever accidentally purchase this stuff?" I post on Stitch Mania a lot of like stuff that I get, and it seems to all be very close together between posts. And somebody commented on that one. Oh, you must lead a charmed life, honey. No, nope. I have bills to pay. I have rent. I have student loans to pay. I'm in the middle of moving. I'm poor. So I take care of all my necessities first. And whatever's left over, hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking binge on shit with it. I bought a case of beer the other day just because. Do you ever just need beer? I do. You ever just need patterns? I do. So I just fucking bought them. I get, and I know she probably didn't mean anything by it, but I get very salty when people like, oh, you must lead a great life. You must lead a charmed life. I know, you don't know my life. Sometimes it looks like I might get a lot of stuff, but it's only because I'm trying to fill this void of emptiness in me. And you know what? Buying those 3 charts made me happy. And 2 of them came with embellishment packs. And then the next day, Queen Mermaid showed up. I don't plan on stitching them anytime soon. I think if the first one's gonna probably be Fairy Moon or Lady of the Flag, but like, you know, you saw my haul. I got a lot of shit to go through, you know. And it's been a rough couple of months for me. And cross-stitching and the whole Flosstube community has really helped me out through this, because, you know, I just flip on a Pam and Steph or a Holly and Anita and just, I'm set. My worries go away for a little bit. Or Stitching It in Shadows Andrea, I love her videos. I mean, she's worried they're too short, but hey, I'm just lucky enough to actually see that she's putting out a video. Because, you know, just some of these Flosstubers just, you know, they cheer me up. And spending money when I really shouldn't cheers me up. Sure, these 5 patterns could have easily bought a week's worth of groceries. I work at a restaurant, I get a free meal every day, so I'm not I'm not hurting too bad in the food department, but money department, yes. So that's why I'm very thankful I get free meals at my place of work. So anyway, that's my little rant. How we doing? We're at almost 15 minutes. I think we'll do a tag. And ironically enough, this is the one in my last video the part 2 of my stash video that I said I didn't want to do because all the questions were boring. This is the Know Your Needleworker tag. Now, it's weird because I feel like I need to be doing something while, doing a tag. Everybody seems to do them during their stitch with me's. I haven't gotten that far yet, doing a stitch with me, so... I'm just gonna hold this roll of 22 count heart hanger. Never mind, that's annoying. Well, it was a good idea while it lasted. Okay. Hair in my mouth, sorry. Okay. The Know Your Needleworker tag for Flosstube. Where do you live? I live in Cedar Falls, Iowa, home of the University of Northern Iowa, where I went to college for 4 years and graduated with an English degree and a bachelor's degree. Am I using them? Not really, but, you know, such is life. What do you do for a living? I I am a cook, I am a baker, and I'm also an editor. I have my own editing business. It's brand new. It's still in its baby stages. Yeah, I started it because I don't want to be doing what I'm doing right now, and I want to put my English degree to some use. So I always link my business site down below. Eventually I want to get to the point where I'm just editing like book manuscripts. But in order to jumpstart this business, I am open to editing basically anything as long as it's in my expertise. So if anybody wants to check that out, or if you know anybody who wants anything edited or whatever, just send them my link. You know, I have my work email is listed in the, not the description below, but on the website. So if anybody has questions about business stuff, go to the website and find my work email there. Don't send it to the email I have listed below, because I get enough emails through my personal email. If anybody has work questions, it would be lost in the shuffle. So yeah, I've gotten a few bites on that. I want more. So if anybody wants a book edited or just anything. Do I have any children? I babysit a lot of man children at my work. Does that count? As far as I know, I don't have any children. Nobody's handed me child support papers yet, so I'm gonna go no for right now. Do I have any pets? Do I personally? No, but I do have my puppy back home. She's 6 now. She's a Shih Tzu. She's my baby. I can't wait to go see her. I miss her. What are your other hobbies besides stitching? I read. I haven't read a lot the last couple of months, which I think adds to why I feel so shitty all the time, because I miss reading and I haven't been doing it as much. I listen to music a lot. We'll get into there. Okay, there's a question about music. We'll get to that in a little bit. What other hobbies? I like just hanging out with friends. Yeah, I won't say that. I like playing music. As you can see, my bass and guitar are all put away right now, so you don't get to see their lovely faces. Do I have any other hobbies? I used to draw a lot. I haven't for a couple of years. Oh, I write. Have I said that already? Yeah, I write. I write short stories. I don't like to write poetry, but that seems to be all I write now. I just don't. It's what's coming naturally to me for some reason. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz. I will also clump in the original Star Wars trilogy and Silence of the Lambs. Yep, 3 very different movies. What is your favorite TV show? Um, Now, I don't know if these questions just want one specific answer, but I already gave multiple for the last couple, so we'll give multiple for this one. My favorite show is Breaking Bad. I watched that entire show in 2 weeks. I'm also a huge fan of Three's Company with John Ritter and Joyce DeWitt and Suzanne Summers. That show inspired me to get into acting when I was younger. I watched a lot of TV Land when I was like 5 and 6 and 7. So I know I'm basically like a 50-year-old in a 24-year-old body because you just have to know me more because you're like, how? I don't really know anything of today's radio. I really don't. Everything I listen to was between the 60s and early 2000s with some exceptions sprinkled in there. Like I love Adele. But most of my stuff, resides in the 70s and 80s time period. And the same goes with shows, except Breaking Bad. And I love Roseanne. Not the current season or necessarily the person, but the first block of seasons before it got canceled. Love them. Well, I didn't like that last season, season 9, and then the renewal season was just don't watch it. What is your favorite book? I always say The Wizard of Oz, but I will say my next 2 are Just Kids by Patti Smith. I've showed that before because that impacted me a lot. And then On Writing by Stephen King. That book helped me a lot with my craft. That is an essential read for any aspiring author. And, a lot of people are in the mindset, oh, Stephen King just writes horror. No, he doesn't just write horror. You don't know Stephen King that well if you think he just writes horror. He's a very good writer. And he gives a lot of good advice on writing. So, yeah, Wizard of Oz, Just Kids, On Writing. What is your favorite music? I don't have a specific favorite music. I listen to everything that is not rap or modern country. I'm just not into rap, and modern country is terrible. To quote Tom Petty, modern country is just a bunch of shitty rock bands with a fiddle. Now, I listen to classic country. I like Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson. My music is how I have described, and nobody take offense, my music is very bipolar. I have playlists for work to play, and it's not uncommon, or even when I just, put my own music on random, it's not uncommon for me to be listening to a Slayer song and the next song be Cher. It's not, that happens multiple times. I love almost everything. Yeah, I'm a huge Cher fan. I'm also a huge heavy metal fan. Black Sabbath, Dio, Judas Priest, Megadeth. I love classic rock. I love everything, and these are my top 5 favorite bands. I mean, I don't rank them after this. Number 1 is Rush. Number 2 is Heart. 3 is Fleetwood Mac. 4 is Led Zeppelin. And 5 is Black Sabbath. But sometimes 5 gets switched out with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, depending on what mood I am that week. But yeah, I listen to everything, the older stuff especially. See who else? Blondie. I love Joan Jett. Talking Heads. I've been really big into Talking Heads lately. I shouldn't say lately. It's been like almost a year that I've been really into them. Just a whole lot. I mean, my playlists are over 2,000 some songs. Oh, it's just, yeah, I love music. I really do. Something from today has to be really good for me to get into it. The only music from today that I really listen to is indie music, because I think they're what indie music's like the last bit of music today that is actually trying to write music, it seems. I hope that doesn't offend anybody, but that's just how I feel. And then the final question, and then I should probably go to work. What one word best describes you? I'm really bad at this stuff because I hate talking about myself, even though I love talking about myself. I would say eccentric. I'm very out there. I mean, it doesn't seem like it today because I'm dragging some major ass today. I just woke up a little bit ago, but I'm very out there. I'm very fun. I'm also sort of introverted, but once I get out of this little shell, if you will, I'm a fun person, and I don't think that's too selfish to say. I'm fun. I'm funny. I like to have fun. But I'm very out there. I'm different. That's for sure. But I like being different. And, I've gotten judged on being, how I act sometimes. Ever since I was in middle school, and it's like, who the fuck cares? I'm just trying to be me, and I might be more out there than most people, but it's like, I'm trying to at least be interesting. Some people are just so fucking boring, and I'm trying to bring some sunshine in the world. I need to shave. I look like a skank. I'm so sorry. So yeah, that was the Know Your Needleworker Tag. Thank you all for joining me. Yeah, so I can't wait to get the fuck out of this apartment. I can't wait to go home, and then I can't wait to come back and be in a new house. I'm gonna be in a house. It's just, I think once I finally get all moved in and I get back here, I'll be able to get, and I know I've said it before, I'll be able to get to a concise schedule. I have things planned that I want to do. My roommates at the house aren't usually ever home that much because they're in a band. They're always traveling, so I'll actually have more time to record stuff. I mean, that's why I'm recording right now. My roommate's not home, so that's the only time I record. I'm not recording when he's home. But yeah, I woke up and realized that he's probably coming back home today, so thought I would knock this one out before I go to work. Very tired. Today is going to be a long day. I forgot to say that today's Sunday. Or wait, no, today is Monday. Oh my god. But I don't think I'm putting this video out until Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, I think once I get back, this will be different. Oh, god. My hair always wings out. So yeah, I've got some things planned for when I get back. None that I'm going to say now, because if I say them, then it's just going to be a thing of me not doing them. So, I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. I hope you have a great following week, because I'm not going to have a video to put out. I mean, I might record a video while I'm home, but you're not going to be able to see it until I get back, because I am not taking my computer. It's a desktop, so I ain't liking this home. Okay, I'm going to sign off now before it just gets into me just rambling way too goddamn much. Okay, alright. Family, Flosstube family, love you all dearly. Spread the love. If you know anybody who needs anything edited, let me know. Let them know that you know a Flosstuber that can edit. Okay. I'm going this time, for real. Alright. See y'all in a couple of weeks.